So I've watched all of Mordred's playthroughs with the different races. If I don't really want to do Miao Ying, what's a good first legendary? I would not say Demon Prince. I think that suggesting the Demon Prince as a first playthrough is a really bad idea. And I've seen a lot of complaints on the reviews, actually. It's like, playing as the Demon Prince, I'm getting dogpiled. Yeah, you do. It's a bad suggestion for a first playthrough. Who would I recommend? I mean, if you don't do Miao Ying, Zhu Ming, the other Cathayan Lord. Otherwise, Scarbrand. I've seen Scarbrand recommended, and I would agree with that. Scarbrand's a good choice. But yeah, I really say that Demon Prince is a terrible suggestion for a first playthrough. 5th playthrough. After you've done Khorne, Slaanesh, Tzeentch, and Nurgle, then yeah, I would recommend the Demon Prince. But as a first one, no. So of the good guys, Miao Ying or Zhu Ming, I would say they're kind of interchangeable. Of the bad guys, Scarbrand. Possibly Kairos. Kairos is good. As was Inkari. Basically all of them except for Kugath. Kugath was hard. Right, so decisive victory. We gained some money, we leveled up again, which is lovely, and we got an enchanted shield. Speaking of which, we actually have a couple of magic items we should go and check out a little bit more properly, but we're going to go ahead and... we're going to venerate. We don't really need the replenishment. Let's go for the money.
Mercy of the Storm Dragon.
And yeah, their army survived. Bugger. The Great Bastion Invader has been destroyed, one of them. Alright, so, leveling up. We can get some other spells. So, Storm of Shadows is the movement speed debuff. Increased area if you overcast. Miscast chance of 50%. That's really high. Or we can have Missile Mirror, which redirects projectiles back towards the firing unit. Not very useful considering we're the masters of ranged fighting. Or Flesh to Stone. Physical Resist, there we go. That's a single target Fizz Res. That is good. 43 seconds of Fizz Res. Let's get Life Bloom first and then that one.
The Tempest grows.
Meanwhile, Garius has another point. We're going to get Uranan's Thunderbolt so we can get some ranged damage going. And you may as well just go and finish that army off, honestly. This time I'm just going to auto-resolve. We're not going to lose anything. Low casualties. This army is dead. We didn't lose anything. There we go. And we gained a Scepter of Stability. Spell resist. Ward save. Money and experience. We'll again just take the money and run. And we got ourselves a Water Snake Breeder. The deadly water snakes are bred for their size, speed, and venomous poison that can fell a giant in an instant. And we got the Scepter of Stability. The Scepter is an anti-magic totem, vanquishing spellcraft that gets too close to its wielder. And that is the Great Attacker destroyed. So we've got a minus 40% because of the Kurgan Warband armies. So that is good.
The Emperor's chosen daughter.
So, we have got a bunch of new items now. The Charmed Shield and the Enchanted Shield. I think for you, actually, the Charmed Shield is good, because that's going to give you that missile block chance. When you're in Dragon mode, you can still use that. So we're going to go ahead and switch that to Charmed Shield. You have the Pigeon Plucker Pendant. As a dragon, you can also take down flyers, so that actually makes a lot of sense. Iron Curse icon makes you even more resistant to missile fire, and then the Scepter of Stability is, yeah, it's fine. Then Garius, you can have the other items. This is the armor and melee defense, actually. No, we're going to give that to Blue Kiwi, because you're actually a fighter, kind of. And the Potion of Strength can go to you as well. And then finally we have the ancillaries. So the Iron Jade Whisperer has gone to him. That's the movement speed, that's fine. Experience gain buff. I mean, that should honestly go to you. You've already got it, so that's fine. Okay, cool. So the beginner campaign is amazing. I wish 1 and 2 had it. Yeah, in fact, if you want a starting faction, play as Yuri. Do the prologue. Even if you're familiar with Total War, just getting an idea of where the story lies is a good idea. Just play the prologue. You'll understand a lot more about what the hell is going on and why. Okay, so Temtras is getting quite strong. Is there somewhere I could stand where we can get a bit sneaky? We're going to do an ambush. We're going to stand here, because usually they'll use the roads. We have a 45% chance of ambushing. And we do cover the road, so we should catch them. Meanwhile, in the Gunpowder road, we are now actually gaining control. Mostly because the control is so bad, so we're losing growth but gaining control. We would still be trending downwards if it got down to 0. We need something to increase control. Maybe we do need to upgrade the hamlet here so we can get the next building. And we'll get that to be the control building. Because apparently we do need one. Meanwhile, Blue Kiwi has leveled up once. And generally I like to get the cargo capacity between things, because right now we can't increase the capacity, but we can make him sell more. So the cargo he's bringing with him right now is going to be worth more money, so let's get the better scales.
Our supremacy is assured.
And we are starting to suffer a bit of attrition because of the area we're moving through. But that's fine. Oh, you know what? I could have given the attrition reduction. Ah, never mind. Whoa, that's a lot of attackers sneaking through the gate. We really need to get that thing upgraded. Because if we restore the snake gate, then they have to attack the gate as opposed to, you know, just slipping through and starting to raid us to cause even more control problems. Foundation Stone. A trader from the Ivory Road respectfully begs to barter with you. She has what she claims is the very first brick laid in the Great Bastion, stolen away early in its construction and only now unearthed. Truly, this is an object of ancient and sacred power. So we can return this to the Bastion, and we gain +3 control for Garius. It's a trait, so that's forever. Or we can extort the trader and become a selfish leader, so we get a -3. Now we're going to return this. +3 control just for existing? Sure. Ply the trader with whatever luxuries we have an excess of. It is imperative that this enchanted stone be restored to its rightful place, lest its absence one day enable the great enemy to topple the Bastion. And Garius the Brit is now a selfless leader. All for Cathay, and Cathay for all. Alright, so Miao Ying did not manage to ambush anyone last turn, unfortunately. We could... Can't quite reach the Bastion. We could...
I only serve
restore... We can attack Abnethil. Because he is outside of the city, we would pull out these guys to help fight him, and we would also pull out the Terracotta Graveyard garrison. We are half fight. We're not at full strength, but we are a strong army. But then we're not dealing with these armies. I suspect they're probably going to come after my garrisons. We do have a garrison. There would be defensive battles, and this is a low-level Norska army. They're not very strong. So I'm going to take the risk. We're going to go after Athenil the 1000th son. And we're going to provoke all of this to attack us. So this is anticipating a valiant defeat. If we auto-resolved, everything would die. They have some Forsaken of Zinch, who are damage dealers. They have a bunch of Blue Horrors, who are ranged. Give it a go. Why are Chaos armies in my land? Because they blew up one of the gates before the game started, and we're only on turn like 4. Haven't had a chance to rebuild it yet. Oh, their reinforcements are arriving from behind me. Interesting. So Athenil, the 1000th son, is going to be on his own with 1 unit of Blue Horrors. So I can probably turn Miao Ying into a dragon straight away and just go and kill him, because he's a wizard. And then the rest of my army actually deploy, defending back this way. So we could make use of the... terraces, but this is all water. So all of our units will suffer a penalty there. I don't think that's the best idea. I think I literally just want to form up on this ridge, facing that way, and just murder them as they appear. Now, if we hover over the arrival time, we can see that they're going to arrive in 2 minutes. So this unit will arrive in 1 minute 58, and then 2 seconds later, this unit arrives.
Praise the dragons.
So let's put you in the center of this line.
Never conquered.
And we're just going to deploy... Honestly, pretty spread out. We just need to cover ground here. This is Zinch. They're not going to have a lot of mass.
Dragon Guard!
I mean, we have 2 minutes to close the distance. That's going to be fine.
Dragon crossbows.
Then the iron gunners. I think we basically just stick behind you and just have hopefully shooting into that. Same with the archers and same with the crossbows.
Crossbowmen.
Wind and fire.
Cavalry.
Cavalry we'll use to chase them down.
For the
Together with Miao Ying.
defense.
Peasant spearmen.
And the peasant spears can be guarding these guys. Just make sure they keep the harmony buffs. And the Astromancer can go there. Miao and cavalry going after that. Okay. Begin. Pause. Let's go and put these guys into position. So I want to give them a little bit of space to deploy. So we probably want to guard something like this. But we should bear in mind that these are blue horrors. They are ranged. So we're going to want to close this distance pretty rapidly. You can reach all of that, that's fine. And you should have a really good angle to shoot, actually. Let's position you there so you're buffing these two. Actually, no, I want the balloon closer so I can have the harmony buffs from the Astromancer standing right there. Okay, so we have 2 minutes to get into that position. And we're just going to let these two rock out. Because I need to wait until you get your dragon transformation. Any reason I'm deploying the ranged units in such a deep formation? Yes. So when you have ranged units, they will try to turn to face their enemy. And if you have a really long formation, then the edges of those wings will take a long time to get into their position as they're rotating the whole thing. If you have a really close, blocky thing, they just need to turn a little bit in order to get into the shooting face, the proper face.
With infinite
So generally, frontliners can be a bit longer. It really depends who you're fighting. If you're fighting against someone with a lot of mass, like ogres, you want to be in deeper columns so that they can't just punch all the way through and get to your archers. Oh, that's true, yeah. Skyjunk will get the bones from the spears, but I do want to move the spears forwards.
Ready to defend.
Transform time!
Ready to defend.
You need to wait for the dragon to actually appear, and then you can select it, and then wait until it can attack, and then you
the
attack.
celestial faithful.
Interesting, in dragon mode you can't actually use your items. Good to know. So you tried to get a shot off and missed. There goes the cavalry, breaking through their barrier. So Zinch are unique in that they get barrier as well as hit points. You have to break through the barrier to get to the hit points. And there we go, the dragon's going after the wizard. Blue horror's going to beat my cavalry. Kind of looks like it might. Oh no, you can use the magic items now. Okay, good to know. You guys are going to need to get into position. Come on. Remember, the longer we stand still, the more defensive buffs we get. Okay, that guy is as good as dead. And then at that point, we back the cavalry the hell off, and Miao Ying kill them. Here we go.
My mind is ready. Retreat! Withdraw!
Order and balance.
Here goes the thunderbolt.
Mistress
Miao
of
Ying.
storms.
We're trying to run.
Long spears.
The celestial daughter.
Oh, she needs to be over there now. We need something in the middle of this, dealing some damage. Because people is getting shot.
Iron hail gunners!
Trying to shoot him. I don't know the angle. Oh, there they are.
Stone and steel!
Maybe if you stand here, you can shoot into that.
Ordered ranks!
Right. Let's do charm shield. These guys are out of ammo. Okay, this is when the fight really starts.
Celestial faithful.
And you
Celestial
can go
sorcerer.
thunderbolt into there.
Minds as one. Attack in unison.
Stone and steel.
Okay, so apparently we killed their general, although we did suffer a bunch of damage in the
Heavens
process.
await.
Don't want to overcast.
The storm dragon.
You're starting to look a little bit iffy
Master
there.
of Azir.
Might actually go back to human mode. That dragon does do a lot of damage.
Sinyang's faithful!
Are you able to shoot anything?
Iron hail gunners!
Should put you over here, then you can shoot into that.
I hear
Might have
the
left it a
heavens.
bit late. In fact, if you go and kill their generals, that's probably a good move.
Sun Yang's faithful.
Actually, over there.
Order.
Praise the dragon!
You and you run, otherwise you're useless to me. This battle.
Iron hail gunners!
These Jade Warriors are not looking too hot.
Ready to
I
defend.
think I do need to switch back so I can get some heals going. This is the challenge, like you want to keep her in dragon form because she does more damage, but also she's a wizard but she can't cast spells when she's in dragon form.
Never conquered! Sinyang sends us! It pleases the dragons! For Cathay! Iron hail
Great.
gunners!
Whatever is required.
The celestial faithful.
Alright, we're firing up there a lot. Why did you not attack their wizards like I told you to? Come on!
Iron hail gunners! Guided by ancestors!
Okay, all of these are actually disintegrating, because once demons run out of morale, they don't run, they disintegrate. Now you're attacking them, that's good.
Thoughts in harmony.
That's all disintegrating.
Sound the retreat.
Iron hail gunners! Repositioning!
So we've got a nice volley off. I really should have put the Iron Hells over on this flank previously. Hey, Prox Kitty, how are you doing?
And fire! Attack in unison!
Right, you guys get your
My
shots off.
test begins.
You drop a lightning bolt right in the middle of that. That would be lovely.
Dragon guard.
You go and attack him. You.
Raise the dragons.
Probably hold your fire because I don't want to lose more units than I'm already losing. Alright, you attacked me there. That's unfortunate.
Master of Tempest.
Order and balance!
Stone and steel. It pleases the dragons.
Mage of the Celestial Court.
Meanwhile, wizards should be ready for another go in just a second. We're doing a ton of damage to their leadership because again, leadership goes, they disintegrate.
Our minds.
You guys are still shooting. That's brave of you. Bam! Love that lightning bolt.
Wind and fire.
Oh, you know what? I have bombs.
City Cathay.
Bomber mode engaged.
Sun Yang sends us. Witchness.
I'm telling you to kill their generals. So kill the generals. Come on.
Dragon guard!
Thoughts in harmony.
Ah, doesn't look like I'm going to get a bombing run going. One general down. And second one down. Pyrrhic victory, but still a victory. I'll take it. The human, yeah, harmony bonus in human form is better. I probably should have kept a human there so she could be healing the front ranks. That was probably a mistake. You killed 125? Good lord. Oh, because he took out the cavalry and the spearmen. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, the spearmen are going to get replaced pretty much as soon as I can. Squarey. Oh, Skew. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. It is clearly Skewer. I don't know, because you put that in all caps, I'm like, Skewer, and then there's the 13, but yeah, it's clearly Skewer. Did we lose anyone? We didn't lose anyone! Even though, like, this guy has just 9 men left, he's still alive. 438 kills. 209 for the wizard. 13,000 damage done. He did more than Miao Ying. 24,000. And these guys did good too. 16,000, yeah. 11,000. So their Forsaken survived. And it was actually the Forsaken that did all of the damage against my frontliners. But hey, we held. That's the important thing. I'm going to take the replenishment because we're going to need it. And that is the bulk of their garrison dead. Swordmaster. More than a skill, sword mastery is an art that must be practiced to perfection if the foe is to be rendered. We won a battle with a Jade Warrior unit. Yeah, we did. And now those are 8% cheaper. Athenil, the 1000th son, is dead. We got a Forbidden Rod, so that gives us 10% spell resist. And this is one of the very, 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 very few ways of gaining more reserves. You can see their reserves per second plus 0.03. It does damage to you. It hurts you, so if you have a way of healing yourself, then it could be good. Or regeneration, which... Oh no, Miao Ying had it as an item before. Yeah, she became a vampire. I forgot about that. But she isn't yet. Level 9. She leveled up quite a bit. So I think we probably want to take Flesh to Stone. Can this be upgraded to be AoE? No, it's only ever single target. This Hex is also a single target. Yeah, Yin just has a complete lack of area of effect spells. So we'll take Flesh to Stone twice, because that spell is just ridiculous. What do we need? Oh, I need 5 points before I can get evasion. You know what? We're going to take Storm of Shadows, Flesh to Stone. Because this just makes that one even bigger. And then next level we'll be able to take evasion. And then we can get to the magical reserves, Earthing, Regrowth, which is another heal.
My celestial father.
Garius, you are definitely going to just double hit Uranan's Thunderbolt to make it even stronger. And even bigger. And even more damaging. I love that spell. We could get Scouting, but I want you to get Thunderbolt more. And then we attack Terracotta Graveyard, where it's expecting a decisive victory. We would lose a lot of troops. But all they have left is Forsaken and Towers. And we still have, like, the Dragon Guard that we could just send in to kill them off. But what we're going to do right now is we're just going to encircle this so I can get back to the campaign map, because unfortunately I must draw this stream to a close. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying this so far. If you are, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when I'm live again in the future, which don't worry, we will be in an hour. I'm just going to go and pop off and grab something to eat because I'm getting very hungry. I also want to say a very big thank you to Creative Assembly for sponsoring me to play Warhammer 3. I know it's a difficult bribe right there to get me to play Warhammer. But hey, they did. And they are paying me to do this. So thank you very much to Creative Assembly for supporting the channel in that way. It really does mean a massive amount. And I do hope this has been useful to you. I hope you've learned a thing or two about Total War Warhammer 3 and how it all functions. Stylish Grasshopper and Deaf Spider, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. If you have enjoyed this and you would like to support the channel yourselves, then please do consider subscribing here on Twitch, or you can, of course, check out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/MordredViking, and also a Discord, which you can find at the link which has appeared. Yes, Silver Knight posted that. Thank you very much for that. La Carper Ladden, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. We're going to go and find somebody to raid. I will see if I can find somebody else doing Total War Warhammer 3, so you can continue getting some of this goodness. And like I said, I'll be back again in 1 hour from now to play some more Total War Warhammer 3. And it is going to be a continuation of this campaign. It is also another sponsored stream. And it is also going to be a continued beginner-friendly series. So we shall continue with that. Okay, who is doing Total War Warhammer 3? Let's go and take a look. I imagine it's quite a few people. Yeah, just 35,000 people currently watching Warhammer 3. Just one or two here and there. Right, let's see if I find any names I recognize. There are a lot of German channels streaming this today. Loads of German channels, actually. Wow. Potato McWhiskey. Seeing which names I recognize. Florian wants me to drink some tea. I think I can do that. Wow, except that's really cold tea at this point. It's fine. Trying to see if I can find some of the smaller streamers that I recognize. We'll throw them some support. Fodsy. You know what? Fodsy definitely deserves it. This guy streams a ton of Warhammer games. He is very, very good at them. Tends to play on Legendary. And is just a solid standout guy. So head on over there. Say hello from Mordred Viking. I'd love to see his channel absolutely lit up by the Viking Raid, which you can do by copying and pasting Viking Raid just like that. Or if you're a subscriber, you can bring in the long ships. And long ships are cool. So there we go. Anyway, like I said, I'll be back again in 1 hour from now. And we shall continue with this campaign. And continue on with a bit of Miao Ying. In the meantime, enjoy Fodsy's stream. Remember, if you like what you see over there, don't forget to hit the follow button as well. He is, like I said, a top guy. Does a ton of Warhammer content usually. And is generally cool to support. So, enjoy the stream and I'll see you all in 1 hour from now, 10 PM GMT, for some more Miao Ying. Until then, fare thee well. Bye-bye.